Thursday, and I'm Marla Goldberg. I'm coming on, as I do just about every Thursday, to talk to you about Guided Spirit Conversations podcast, as well as some other announcements and things that are going on. So, if you don't know who I am, I'm a master metaphysician, intuitive healer. I am a best-selling published author. Obviously, if I'm best-selling, I should be published. I am a speaker, teacher, and the creator and host of Guided Spirit Conversations podcast. And today, at 12 noon Eastern Time, the podcast goes live. And so I'm really excited to share with you today's guest. Her name is Alison Whitney. And Alison is an intuitive medium, Reiki master channel, Akashic Records reader, card reader. She's certified in hypnosis for trauma and PTSD. She holds a Master's of Arts in dance and movement therapy and counseling. She has worked or is working at a residential treatment center, community mental health private practice. She's just all about the healing. And so Alison is going to be today's guest, and we're going to talk about her level of education, because in addition to what I just read off to you, she is currently under clinical supervision to become a licensed mental health counselor in the state of Florida. Now, all of this really ties hand in hand, if you want to look at it that way, because it does. And we're going to find out how Alison weaves together all of what she does to help people with their trauma and PTSD. So many of us have had such painful experiences in our life, and it affects us all differently, but it affects us all. And Alison is just all about walking her talk in the healing process, whether it's through clinical therapy, mental therapy, whether it's through dance therapy, whether it's through energetic healing processes. It's all about the healing, because she believes, and I agree with her, in wanting to help people to live their authentic life and live the life they're divinely meant to live. Because we all are. We weren't put on this life to live in poverty and stress with traumatic experiences. We're to go through them so we could heal from them, so that we could then live the life we're divinely meant to live. But until we learn to heal, it's hard to live that life, because you'll find blocks constantly thrown up at you, programs that sort of put you in a different direction. You may start here and get a crossroads, and like at the Wizard of Oz, you can go right or you can go left. Which way is the right way? And some of us take the long way around. I'm not going to say it's the wrong way, because it's really not wrong. But one path could be very, very smooth, and the other one very rocky. And it's funny, because in the cover of my book, it shows a lit path and a dark path with rocks and stones and challenges. Well, that's how our life is presented to us. And so it's our job as humans to learn or find a way to heal all the things that come with us from past lives into the current life, but all the things we've chosen to deal with in this life. And again, once we can start to heal the wounds, remove those blocks, programs, interferences, imprints, and implants, we can then start living the life we're divinely meant to live, our authentic life, with joy, happiness, abundance, and great support, not only on the physical plane, but from the spiritual plane as well. So when does this show take place? Well, 12 noon Eastern Time. And you can find Guided Spirit Conversations on my YouTube page of the same name, as well as my Facebook page of the same name, Guided Spirit Conversations. I also stream on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and my other Facebook pages. So I invite you to please join in and be a part of the show. You can type in your questions if you're on either Facebook or YouTube. You can type in the questions, and Alison and and or I will be happy to answer for you. So I invite you to tune in. If you like my podcast, please like it, subscribe to it, because I do this with you in mind. My heart wanted to bring something, and I was urged from Spirit to bring a conversational interview program where I can introduce you to some of the most incredible metaphysicians, intuitive, psychic mediums, spiritual thought leaders from across the globe. Some you may know about, but some you may not. And so it's one of my purposes in life to bring to these people a spotlight so that you can learn who they are, what they do, and see if they resonate with you. So you might start working with them to start healing your path, to start healing your humanness and your spiritualness. Okay, well, thank you for letting me share with you about the show. In addition, Thanksgiving is around the corner, and I really want to do a special episode for you. But what I'd really like to do is put a different twist on this. So I am looking for teens between the ages of 13 and 16 to talk about Thanksgiving, gratitude, appreciation. Whether they're fully aware of it or not, it doesn't make a difference because it's a conversation. All I need is somebody who's open-minded, who wants to be a part of the show, and who wants to share their thoughts and opinions and feelings and listen to what others share. I'm not trying to change anybody. I just want to give you, the listening audience, something meaty for your Thanksgiving day. Now, I know Thanksgiving is a U.S. holiday. Canada has theirs now, sometime around now. They've either just had it or they're going to have it. And so let's talk about what Thanksgiving is. I know we learn in school about the Pilgrims and how the Indians and Pilgrims made peace and they celebrated together, and the Indian or Native Americans, the Native Americans brought what their indigenous foods, and those from Europe who landed on the east coast of the New England states in the U.S., they brought their indigenous food, and together they broke bread. What does it show us? Two things: that there's abundance, and two, there's acceptance. And I bring that up because I have to share. I don't get political very often, but I am not understanding where any being feels that they are better than another human being based on their religion, their race, their sex, because we all have our gifts, we all have our attributes. And wouldn't it be lovely to just accept people where they are instead of hating them for where they came from or their belief systems? I know that the people who are screaming the loudest, if you turned the tables on them and did to them, said to them, projected onto them the things that they are projecting onto others, they would not be happy. Just like those people who put bombs on children and other human beings and tell them they're going to be met by 12 virgins. And these people blow up and hurt and harm. Yes, we chose to do this. Yes, we made this agreement, but we don't have to do it. And no one's belief, no one's God is bigger or better than anyone else's. We all are gods, all of the highest of high, Yua, which is another name for God, is in every belief system, in every religion. Nobody is praying to a wooden table or bench. It's all to the unknown, powerful source. So these, I know I'm going on a track that I didn't expect to go on, but we're a month away from not even a month or less than a month away from the midterms. I'm not telling you who to vote for. All I'm going to tell you is that anybody tells you that religion is to be incorporated in politics is incorrect. I'm sorry, I don't normally use the word incorrect. It's their belief and it's their reality or their pretend reality, because I think some of them just say it to get elected, to get aligned with certain parties. And if you heard them at a dinner table or at a party, I'm wondering if their talk really matches what they put out in public. Please do your research. Please understand religion and politics are not bedfellows. They're separate. And we need to not base one upon the other. Be independent. Be the individual that you were put on this earth to be. You are not a lemming. You are not a follower. You don't have to be a follower. Be true to you and your belief systems. And if your belief systems hold hate, then I invite you to get introspective and wonder why. Because somebody told you to hate somebody based on a different criteria? I'm sorry. I just have a really hard time, first of all, hating anyone. Yes, do I dislike people? Yeah, not everybody's going to mesh with everyone else. But to hate people you don't even know, to hate people who have done nothing to you, that doesn't make sense. And think about it, it makes no sense whatsoever. Why hate something or someone who has never done anything to you that you don't know? Okay, I'm going to get off my little soapbox. I'm going to get ready for the show. And until then, as always, I'm sending you love, blessings, and gratitude. Grateful that you are in my life in whatever capacity you're in it. For not only am I your teacher, I am your student. And not only are you my student, you are my teacher. And if you haven't heard these words today, let me say them to you. I love you. You are loved, not just by your spouse, your partners, your family, your friends, but by people like me. And more importantly, the beings on the other side of the veil that surround you all the time. You are never alone. Though you may feel that way at times, you are never alone. And in saying that, know that if you need something, if you need help, support, guidance, direction, two things. Ask for it. Ask for it out loud so your beings can start conspiring on your behalf. And then two, get quiet and listen. Pay attention to what's going on, because it doesn't come to you in a very linear way. The information, the guidance, it may come to you, when you're taking a shower and poof, you're not thinking about anything and there's a solution. Or something comes through a song or a poem or a quote. Everything happens the way it's supposed to and at the right time. So know, if you're going through a challenge time, ask for your help and then pay attention to what's being said. The next part of it, that's part number 3, you need to trust. You need to trust what you're getting. Look, when you're down and out, you're down and out. I've been there many times. Sometimes you just have to take that leap of faith that something you're receiving, you're meant to receive to help you out of your situation. Okay? I am going to see you in an hour and a half. That's 12 noon Eastern time with Alison Whitney. I love you. Have the most phenomenal day. Stay well.